Alright, so about 7 months ago I was nominated for the 3x3 challenge. By 25 was the speed limit. Been a bit slack, could say that, could use the excuse that I've been a bit busy, but probably should have got to this a little earlier. But I'm doing it now. Alright, so the 3x3 challenge is name 3 things that your subscribers don't know about you, and then nominate 3 other YouTubers to do the same thing. Alright, very organised. I've got it all down here so I can't forget. Alright, so here are my 3 things. Number 1, I've been playing competitive golf since I was 14 years old. I've played off a +1 handicap for a couple of years, currently play off 1, and have won about 15 club championships over the journey. Don't play a lot of golf now, don't have time for it, too busy on the bikes. Number 2, I actually had an accident on my motorbike in February this year and didn't tell many people about it. It was a freak accident and it was to do with riding dozer, and it was to do with the screen on the front. I was riding through a sandy track out of Anglesey Heath called Cecil Track, and it has lots of whoops. And I stupidly went over the first whoop and there was a puddle in between, which there always is, and I decided, because I just washed my bike, I didn't really want to go in the puddle, so I decided to avoid it. But of course that threw the bike like that, so the back wheel started to go, and I knew it was going to go down, so I just let the bike go down, and as it came to a stop, I came forward. This part of the screen came through and hit my nose right there and split it open. When I basically stopped, I thought that was lucky, it didn't hurt anything. Picked up the bike, and as I picked up the bike I could see blood all over the tank and the seat, and I'm like, where's that coming from? So I pulled off my helmet and I actually took a photo of myself so I could have a look. And I'll show you this photo now. So if you have a weak stomach or you don't really want to see something that's a bit disgusting, well, look away now. So basically when I couldn't feel anything, it didn't hurt, but I could see lots of blood, and there's a lot of blood flow to your nose. I was about 30 minutes ride back home. I was out there by myself. I rode back home. My nose all obviously swelled up and got all blocked, but other than that it wasn't hurting. Called an ambulance because I couldn't. My wife was in Melbourne with my daughter. My son was only 13, he couldn't drive me, so I called an ambulance. I have a manual. When I cleaned up the nose, the bridge of my nose was hanging down quite a bit, so I couldn't hold it in place to drive my car because I got a manual. So I called an ambulance and they went in. Anyway, had plastic surgery, stayed in hospital that night, had plastic surgery the next night, and found out that I had nearly 60 stitches. So I did a good job on it, but you could hardly tell. Look, they're doing an amazing job. So that's number 2. I hope the photos didn't freak you out too much. Number 3 is to do with my wife Karen. Now, I started going out with Karen when she was 16. She is now 44, and so we've been going out a long time, 28 years. But we started going out on January 13, 1993. We got engaged, or I asked Karen to marry me, on January 13, 2000. So we've been together a while. And then on January 13, 2001, we got married. So here's a tip, boys. If you can do what I did, go out, get engaged, get married on the same date, you have one date to remember, January 13. There you go. So there's 3 things you don't know about me. So now to the nominations. I want to nominate Eddie Enduro. He's not too far down the road from where I live. I've been watching his videos for a long time. So come on, Eddie. Let us all know 3 of the things about you. I want Steve from Broken Sprocket to let everyone know 3 things we don't know about them. And a channel that I've just started watching recently is Riding on Eggshells with Harry and Liz. What is it about watching couples learning to ride motorbikes and doing things together? There's Nat and Josh that also do that. So anyway, guys, hopefully you'll take me up on this nomination and let everyone know 3 things that they might not already know about you. So thank you and see you.
Why won't you tell me something new? You waited for someone to save you and left